Hi friends, is Apex Legends Season 15 boring? I've got a discussion video for you today, and I'm going to talk through some of the reasons why a number of people are finding Apex Legends really boring right now. I want to hear what your thoughts are as well on this topic. Are you finding Apex Legends boring at the moment? Let me know in the comments down below, because I want the devs to see how you're feeling. I know it's a strange thing to call a new season boring, especially a season where we've got a new map and it's only a few weeks into the new season. But it seems the whole community at the moment is questioning whether Apex Legends is still fun. And I haven't seen this many people call Apex Legends boring in a very long time. So let's look at some of the reasons why Apex Legends could be seen as boring right now. Firstly, there were no legend buffs or nerfs this season. In fact, no legend changes at all. Part of what makes a new season fun is feeling the different legend meta and seeing how that changes the flow of the game, because in some respects, when you've got different legends or legends with tweaks that feel different, the game itself also feels different. But when you don't have any changes to any legends, the game just kind of feels the same. Also, there are no new weapons. And by the way, we haven't had a new weapon for 4 seasons. And I think just the fact that the weapon pool hasn't really changed that much, it feels quite stagnant because everything's pretty much exactly the same as it has been for the last kind of 3 or 4 seasons. Of course, we got a new map, which you think would be fun and exciting, and it is for the first couple of days, but then you realise actually the gameplay on the new map could be part of the reason why the game is feeling boring as well. You see, the pacing on the new map is really strange. If you land in a point of interest with other teams, you get a fun but crazy start to the match with lots of fighting and constant third parties. But once that's done, this map kind of turns into Storm Point, but worse because so many teams have been eliminated, you spend 70% or 80% of the game just running around trying to find enemies. And then you get that crazy endgame fight to win the game. And on the flip side, if you land at a point of interest without any other teams, then you run the risk of a really boring game where you spend 10 minutes just looting and running around the map, and really only 2 to 3 minutes of fighting at the end of the game if you're lucky. This may not be a bad thing for ranked, but it definitely makes pubs a lot more boring. So this could definitely be contributing to this general feeling that everyone's got at the moment as well. Let's also throw matchmaking into the mix. This season has the most bizarre mix of tediously hard games as well as crazy easy lobbies with no consistency at all in the matchmaking. Check out my video analysing specifically why predators are always in your lobbies to hear my assessment of this crazy matchmaking this season. But I think the fact that we're just getting the craziest of lobbies and the matchmaking just seems really bizarre, not just for enemies but even your own teammates just never seem to be at your level. And I think the pain of this kind of matchmaking can definitely add to reducing the fun of Apex Legends right now. The final thing is the lack of LTMs. I thought Gun Run was a really fun mode last season, a breath of fresh air injected into the game. Unfortunately, this season did not launch with an LTM, and based on the rumours, it looks like we'll be getting the winter event with Winter Express back as the LTM, which, even though it is a fun game mode, we've had that exact same game mode pretty much for 3 years now, and I guess it would be nice to see something a little bit new in the form of a winter event. So again, I think those rumours have just kind of reduced the hype this season for people, and when you don't have hype about a game or interest or excitement, that's kind of what can lead to the game feeling boring. And that's a lot of stuff, but on top of this, the game just seems really buggy this season as well. I know a lot of you PC players are constantly crashing. Snitedown's game even crashed during the end game of a really important ALGS match the other day, and that's pretty crazy if you think about it. But a lot of normal people are also struggling. Even on console, I've had some really weird things happen this season, like not even being able to get back to the lobby. Now I know all of this sounds worrying, but there is something interesting you should note. It seems like this actually happens every year. There's always a drop off in popularity towards the last quarter for Apex Legends. And I was watching Gaming Merchant's video the other day, and he was showing some graphs, and it turns out, yeah, it is actually a trend. Every 4th quarter of a year, for some reason, Apex Legends seems to trend downwards in terms of popularity. The good news is though that the trend also shows that around February time, the game starts to pick up with an upwards trend in popularity again, and that's kind of happened since Apex Legends has launched, So there is kind of a feeling that this is just part of the normal trend for Apex Legends. We will have to see though, because history isn't always a good way to judge the future, so we will have to see if this trend continues and Apex Legends rebounds in terms of popularity for Season 16, or if it breaks the trend that we've previously had and this is the start of a new downward spiral. I certainly hope not, and don't forget we've still got more stuff to come this season, and in fact potentially the best stuff is still yet to come this season. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.